What you want is done, right? How many times have you heard that? But it's true. What you want exists in the quantum field on a higher frequency in the vortex. What you want is in the vortex. And in this video, I want to explain to you why it feels so difficult to manifest what you want and how to get into the vortex where everything that you want is. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliette Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. If you're new here and you like the content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, or even if you're not new, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. To work with me or for my free audio training, that's in the description box below for you. Make sure to also subscribe to my comedy channel and my meditation channel in the description box below. Everything that you want is in the vortex. Now, I love using the word vortex, which has been, coined by Abraham Hicks. And the reason why, it's just one word to describe the quantum field or the frequency where everything that you want is. It already exists. And when you have asked for it, it is given, right? It is given, but it's in a vibrational, energetic form, okay? And so Abraham Hicks describes it as uses the word vortex to say, well, everything you want is in the vortex. And so I like to use that word because it's just quick. It's like, it's a one word thing as opposed to saying, all different frequencies, different realities, quantum field. But we're talking about the same thing here. So everything you want, which is like physical things, people, experiences, opportunities, but also, happiness, personality traits, skills, all things that you want are on this frequency, right? In energetic form, if they haven't manifested into the physical reality yet. And so we're calling that the vortex. And so you hear, okay, you need to get into the vortex, right? You want to get into the vortex. You want to get into the that higher frequency, right? The frequency of your desires. And so what we're talking about is an emotional state, because how we access a higher frequency is through our emotions. It's through how we feel. Because you could be thinking, positive thoughts, but if you're not feeling positively, then you're on a different frequency to the thought, right? So the thought doesn't necessarily determine the frequency you're on, because you could be saying, I am healthy, and feel the lack of that, or I am abundant and be feeling really depressed, right? So it's about how you feel, is how you access different frequencies where your desires already exist. And when you're on these higher frequencies or in the vortex more often, that's when the manifestations start to show up in the physical world. Where we go wrong is like, okay, so I'm going to use this candle as a thing of the vortex. This is the vortex, okay? And so here is everything that you want. And then what we do often, and we all do it, is we're trying to fix the problem over here. We're trying to get the manifestation over here, outside of the vortex. So on a different frequency where it doesn't exist. And we're saying, well, why can't I manifest? Like, why can't I manifest when you're doing it outside of where the manifestation lives, right? Like, obviously, from whatever frequency you're on, you can think better feeling thoughts and better feeling emotions, take better feeling actions until you're boom, in the vortex, you're there more often, manifestations flow, okay? But here's the manifestation, here's the improvement, here's the thing that you have been asking for. But every time you are focused on fixing and trying to figure it out, and you're not feeling good. You're feeling stress, or you're feeling effort, or you're feeling just like down or depressed, or you're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed or impatient. You're over here. You are over here. And so it doesn't matter how hard you try, your stuff's over here. Your relationship's over here. Your healing is over here. Your money is over here. The opportunities are over here. So it doesn't matter how hard you try out here, because you're not going to get this. And I have lived this. I have lived this time and time again, right? In my manifestation journey. And like, I really want the stuff that's in here, but I'm so focused on what isn't here. Like in the physical world, I'm still so focused on my current situation and trying to fix that. And I'm just so fixated on it. I am giving it so much attention in a negative way. And then I'm not on the frequency of what I want. So I can't get it. And I'm trying to force it out here. I'm trying to really struggle for it and really effort for it. Trying to make it happen. But it's over here. So I like to think about it in this way and using like a little physical thing, even to explain it and remind yourself, you know, that, okay, what I want is here in the vortex. That means I have to get in here. I have to get in here. I have to get on this frequency in order to get the improvement that I'm looking for. And there's this quote that I heard in an Abraham Hicks video, and I want to read it out because it just hit me. And I was like, wow, it's so true. I've been wrong to ask this thing or person to be the new and improved version that is only in the vortex. I must go to the vortex where the new improvement is in order to make claim to this version or thing that I seek. So that really hit me, right? I mean, I know this stuff, but it really resonated because we often, with a situation, with a circumstance, with a specific person, we're trying to get them to change out here. We want them to be this version. We want the relationship to be this version of the relationship. Or we want, the business or the money or whatever it is, the health, the body. We want it to be this version. And we're trying to make it change out here. We're trying to make that thing change or that person change, right? But it's in here. So I can't ask this thing to be different when it doesn't exist over here. It exists in here. I have to get in here. That's my job. I don't have to try and struggle, right? That's why, a lot of manifestation teachers we have heard for the longest time, this is more about ease. This is not about struggle. If you want to be, more consistent in your manifestations and in your happiness, then you've got to continuously reach for that vortex or that higher frequency. Not all the time, but more consistently. So you cannot claim the thing that you want over here, all right? It doesn't live there. It doesn't exist there. It doesn't exist on the lower frequency that you're killing yourself trying to get it. It doesn't exist there. Like, yeah, take any aligned actions that you need to take. Gradually work your way up to feeling better and better. Start by feeling neutral or more relaxed, and then practice better feeling thoughts, emotions, and actions, right? It's going to get you into the vortex, and then continuously practice a way of being so that you're in the vortex more often. By the vortex, I mean that high frequency. So when you could be feeling really relaxed, you could be feeling ease, you could be feeling comfortable, you could be feeling interested in something. So that can be alignment, right? That can be the vortex, that high frequency, that state of alignment. But it can also be, feeling elated, feeling high on life, in love with life, feeling love, joy, inspiration, and any emotions that are between those. So it can start from just feeling interested in something, just feeling calm, just feeling ease, relaxed, relief. Yeah. So when we feel, that's why I say when we feel better, then we manifest what we want. Why? Because we're on the frequency of it. It's just that we're often not very consistent with that. So we're not going to see big changes in our lives. I mean, if you were to, get a book and it was, a diet and exercise plan that has been proven and has amazing reviews, and you do it for 2 days and then you say, oh no, it doesn't work. Did you actually apply it? Are you applying this? Are you getting into the vortex, which is just, feeling better and feeling happy eventually? Are you doing that consistently, or are you going back into old patterns, telling stories about yourself and your life that don't feel good to you, that don't serve you? You know, practicing the emotions of your past. So like, are you doing this work? Like, are you actually feeling better? Or are you like, yeah, I'm like feeling better just to try and get that problem fixed, you know? Or I really want that desire, I really want to reach that next goal. And it's like, all that stuff is in here. All of it's in here. All you have to do is get in here more often. That's it, right? Because then you're on the frequency of it. Then you're going to start to think more thoughts about it. You're going to want to take aligned action around it. So, but it starts with you practicing the emotions that match what you want. That's how you get in the vortex. That's how you get on the frequency of what you want. Relaxing more, chilling out more. I mean, you've heard this stuff, right? Are you applying it? Are you applying it? And how you do that is that you have to choose the vortex. You have to choose your alignment. You have to choose your happiness. Or in the moment, you have to choose your relief. You have to choose your relaxation. You have to choose to feel better. You have to choose to feel soothed. This is all about your choice, because you can choose pain and suffering, or you can choose something that feels better. And so it can be a really helpful thing to start asking yourself throughout different moments, different segments of your day, am I inside the vortex or outside the vortex? And you can use different wording. You know, am I on the frequency of what I want or the frequency of what I don't want? Same thing, okay? But am I in the vortex or am I not? So for example, okay, you're worrying about something to do with your work, and you're kind of fixating on it and worrying, and you know, you're not feeling good. Am I inside the vortex right now, or am I outside the vortex? Like, yeah, you got to deal with problems and you got to take action and do things, but you also have to tend to how you feel, and you can take little breaks whenever you can to tend to how you feel. You can reach for a better feeling thought, right? Which then brings eventually a better feeling emotion. Now you're on a different timeline. Now you're on a different path. You got a new destiny, right? You've just completely changed your point of attraction, right? You're getting closer to the vortex. If you're worrying, are you inside the vortex where everything you want is and there is no need to worry because you got it? Or are you outside the vortex? So continue to ask yourself these kinds of questions of like, am I in the vortex? Because if I'm not in the vortex, which means I'm not on the frequency of what I want, then I'm just pushing against what I don't want right now. I'm creating, you know, more resistance. And it would really serve me right now to gradually just feel a bit better so that I can actually get better results. That improvement, that desire is only in the vortex, is only on that higher frequency. So it is your choice moment by moment to choose that higher frequency, to choose better feeling emotions, to choose really good feeling, elevated emotions, to choose the vortex over anything else, knowing that you create your reality. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by commenting down below, giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already, and sharing this with anyone who you think it may help. To work with me, that information's in the description box below. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next one.